and welcome students to another institutional spotlight video of Careers 360. Today our spotlight institution is Sri Dharmasthala Manjunadeshwara Institute of Management Development, Mysore. Joining us today we have Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Prasad SN, who is the director at SDMIMD Mysore. He's also the chairperson for the pgdm admissions and quality assurance of the institutional processes and is the designated chief quality assurance officer. A bit about Dr. Prasad. Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Prasad SN joined SDMIMD in 2009 as HR, OB and Leadership faculty after his voluntary retirement from the Indian Army. He has 11 years of teaching experience in HRM leadership, materials management, equipment life cycle management, and logistics. He holds a PhD from the Visvesvaraya Technological University, VTU, Karnataka. Besides academics, Dr. Prasad is involved in learning more about corporate strategy, wealth management, classical studies, leadership psychology. He has over 20 years of experience as an officer in the Indian Armed Forces, including 8 years as an aeronautical engineer. He was part of the Army Aviation Corps from 1993 to 2001 in various locations across India. He took part in the combat operations at Kargil in 1999 and in the counter-insurgency operations at Udhampur sector in 2004. Lieutenant Colonel Prasad was awarded the Chief of Army Staff's Commendation Medal on 15th August of 2002. Dr. Prasad is also a trained mentor and evaluator for the USA and European Business School accreditation processes and is currently responsible for the institutional accreditation approvals by international and national agencies. A warm welcome, sir. We are glad to
Thank
have
you,
you
ma'am.
on board and an honor to have you. My
Thank
first
you.
question is SDMIMD was established in the year 1993 with a vision to create inspirational business leaders and entrepreneurs. How has the journey of advancing and supporting this mission evolved over the years?
Madam, good morning to you and good morning to all the viewers. This in 1993, our chairman, Dr. Virendra Hegde, who is also an awardee of Padma Vibhushan by the Government of India, and he is an invited member at the Rajya Sabha by the Prime Minister, thanks to his initiative on rural development and social service initiatives across around 65,000 villages, about more than 10% villages of India, based on which he was invited for his work, lifetime of work. So, why I highlighted this is that SDMIMD belongs to a philanthropic trust, and he established in 1993. The trust owns about 50 plus institutions, and out of which our chairman considers this as the flagship management institute, and he started it a, with a sort of view that it should become a world-class institute, and in the lines of IIMB. The first three directors of the institute were the former directors of IIM Bangalore. And so it started in a different location and shifted to the current location in Mysore, which is a beautiful 8.5-acre campus, which is considered as one of the 10 best institutional campuses in Asia. So it started with an intake of around 60 and then increased to 120 in 2001 and then later to 180 in 2011 and 240. That is the maximum limit for us based on the campus in 2023. We have a 100% residential campus, and even students from Mysore city have to remain in the campus. And all students are given a single occupancy room. We don't ask the students to share the room. All best possible facilities are given to the students here. And your question as to how we have lived our vision to create an inspirational business leaders. One is that in our exuberance of highlighting business successes, what is happening, the effect can be seen. This was the view of our chairman in 1993, 32 years before, that we forget our basic responsibility towards the society and society, and our ethics and values, which are normal for any Indian child growing up. So that is taken care of. Now, just to give you a highlight of how we impart education here, every teacher here, every professor here is told to include some element of ethics and social responsibility in every subject. So in the classroom, it becomes a norm that whether you are teaching marketing, finance, or anywhere, a reminder of about our ethical social responsibility is given to the student. Active discussions are held. I am aware that at the age of 20 to 24, to teach about ethics and making it an external movement to cause a change is a tall order. It has to happen gradually or it comes with an upbringing. But still, we try. And what we have seen is that results do show, and our alumni, none of them have been till date accused of being frauds or crooks. So that is one thing. Second one, we have a structured program called Socially Relevant Project, which is in line with the sustainability goals. And we send our students to various about 40 plus NGOs and government departments across 6 states based on their belongingness to which native state, and they go there, spend about a week. And our to highlight one more thing, when they go, our first instruction to them: when you go there, don't show your MBA degree, and you go learn. Just watch, observe, and learn what they are going through. And we just want to sensitize you to the travails and tribulations of the underprivileged in the society. And when they become business leaders, when they become entrepreneurs, and they become senior executives, they most of them say that we do remember our socially relevant project, and we do remember how small children who are abandoned, or the patients who are suffering from incurable diseases or terminally ill, how they were behaving, how the society was taking care of them, how people were behaving around them, how we behaved toward them. So this is one facet of our journey. Second one, in 2014-15, after getting NBA accreditation in 2011, we moved towards getting international accreditation by the EFMD and ACBSP. ACBSP was our first journey with the US one. However, you all must be knowing that both in Europe and USA, they name the educational institution as business unit. So we told them that we do not want to be called as a business unit. We are not a business unit. That we don't consider our students as customers or clients. We naturally consider our teachers as mentors for students, and there is no need to specify that teacher can also be a mentor. Teacher is a mentor, whether you want it or not. So especially when they are in hostels. However, to not to our surprise, our international accreditation journey in the past 9 years plus has given a positive fillip to systematizing our academic delivery system, especially in refining our course pedagogy and our inclusion of courses in line with the world. And also that also gave opportunity for a lot of student exchanges with around 19 to 20 B schools which are of equal stature, and this was on an equal footing, that we don't exchange money with the foreign partners. We invite their faculty, we invite their students, and our students go to their institution and study. No money is exchanged. That means they considered as us as equals once we got the international accreditations. This has been going on. Recently, in just about 2 months earlier, we went through the third cycle of our renewal of accreditation. We have been successful in maintaining all the accreditation, and we have been going up in the ladder, and we have gained international recognition. Recently, EFMD asked us to become a full member from associate member. That is considered as a change in status in the international circles. So we are a full member of the EFMD currently. And in addition, What we have done is that instead of creating separate, we do have a separate academic advisory board. We have a very good governing board in which at least half the members are industry leaders. Chairman of Volvo India, the full-time director of Toyota, and all these people, such people, they have an international perspective and they give a very what considered view of what is going on in the world and what should be done. And the process has always been constructive with our governing board as well as academic advisory board. And our faculty have been publishing in an excellent manner. That is, recently in the last 2 months itself, we have had two Q1 publications, and we have a very highly rewarding incentive scheme for the faculty for publications. We started with student Scopus publications in 2023 till now, three have been published. And that has given a great weightage in the placements. All the three students who published got placed based on their publication in the journals. So this is how we have moved. To put it in a nutshell, our mission is to create young, globally aware leaders who are rooted in the Indian value system and social responsibility. Second, we are very strict about our academic rigor. And we have seen to it that every year there is a marked improvement in our admission standards in terms of the joining quality of the student. We don't mind taking students who are not very good and creating a value addition. We have created a value addition metric or a value addition scale also, and we have seen that it has moved up. From between 2024 admissions and 2025 admission for the 2 year course, we changed it from 25% and below of out of Karnataka students to 60% students out of Karnataka. We have so the campus is a happy place. We celebrate all kinds of festivals for the students. Students enjoy their learning outside the class is more than their inside the class. And we bring in industry leaders and achievers in the social arena, NGO arena, and all places. uh, the least number I can think of is, see, minimum 60 lectures are held by invited speakers, and students interview them, they publish articles on them, and lots of student activity, student affairs activity take place, students clubs and committees. Our students win a lot of prizes, and we want to see that this institute does not again become a place where they seek only placement and do not learn anything. Placement is also good. We have been achieving 100% placement continuously. Last year was a relatively bad year, and we could achieve 94% placements with an average salary of around 10.2 lakhs and a highest salary of 15 lakhs. You must be knowing that there has been a change in the demography of the students joining uh, PGDM programs. It has changed from the IT centric engineers joining to people who are joining BFSI sector. More BCom and CA intermediate students are joining our students. 10 Agri BSc students have joined. All of them are getting jobs. So it is a new trend. Agri has become a major driver, and major sectors which select students from here on placement is banking, microfinance, IT. Infosys has hired around 62 students from here on an average salary of 9 plus lakhs this year itself, just about 2 months earlier. So this is how we have grown, and we intend to grow. And our international exchanges are going to increase in the future. And we hope that this year also we are going to repeat a more number of out of Karnataka students. So this is all I have to say currently. Thank you.
Many students do not understand that the accreditation is a quality check.
Uh,
Because the institution has to go through a lot of rigorous systems and processes to get into or to get accredited. And if the accreditation is successful and the institution has these accreditations in place, it means that the students will be getting for sure quality education on all fronts. So that's one thing most students do not actually consider or do not bother when they take. Of course, the trend is changing now. So my next question is like AI is now considered to be, the in thing. It's part of our lives in every
Yeah.
sector. So how has the curriculum been redesigned, or how has the system changed or the process changed at the institute, so that the students can stay, future ready, be relevant in today's world, and of course do a good
Yeah,
career?
you see, we took a conscious decision regarding introducing AI in teaching and learning, and we also studied several pathways to introduce AI as part of the system because it became an imperative. So, in the months of February, March 2024, we conducted a pilot study of our intention. And then what we did was we collaborated with a local family owned firm, software firm here, AI firm, to develop a software, customized software for us to number one, record our classes, all classes to get recorded. It firstly it started as a voluntary participation by the faculty. 60% of the faculty participated in the first year, that is 24-25. And once the classes get recorded, the transcript is converted by the AI into notes, and that notes into summary. And the AI gradually was made to enable to read, not just record the audio, but also uh, the Excel sheet screens and videos if played inside the class or the talk by the students. Everything was later included. And we started providing notes to the students, summary to the students, and also with their login and password, they can find out patterns of how they are scoring in what kind of category of subjects. Like marketing and HR are considered as extrovert type of subjects, and finance is considered as an introversial type of subject, like humanities, statistics, and others. So students started getting value from the AI. And the change in AI, if anybody says that we are going to bring overnight change in AI, that is a myth,
That one.
because we have to use the AI tool to allow it to learn. So the AI tool, when it's so what we did over a period of 1 year plus is that the AI recorded about 1.62 million words in the class, and out of that uh, culled or sifted around 150,000 words as keywords, and that is SDMIMD specific. And then out of that, again reduced it to just about 30,000 words to give summaries. So it is a learning for the AI. We created SDMIMD AI environment in which it keeps on learning, and maybe in about 2-3 years we will be sharing this AI with all the future batches as the SDMIMD Gen AI, so that it is an environment by itself. It keeps learning, and the keyword category goes on getting enriched. And this has given. So now what we did is that we were using Moodle for about 15 years plus. We integrated that Moodle with this, and this AI originally also had provision for conducting tests, both descriptive as well as MCQ. All teachers used to conduct tests, and in that we also can have measurement parameters like critical thinking and ability, that is cognitive ability, and all those things we can include as part of the test. And it is made to announce to the students that what is being tested. So this is how we are going about it. And so far, we have not received any kind of adverse comments or reaction about it. And now this year, that is 25-26, all teachers started participating instead of 60% because they saw value and their efforts get reduced. And in addition, it also we requested the vendor to also add a feature where after the current session is recorded, it will give suggestions to the teacher as to what other material in the open domains are available for the teacher to take it as a reference. So it is only an enriched word. This is how we have moved about. And based on this, thanks to the invitation by AACSB, for which we are a member and we have already submitted our initial evaluation report in the international accreditation. We gave a presentation in Kuala Lumpur in the annual conference at AACSB on our movement with AI and how we have gone about it, and it was highly appreciated.
My next question is, you have now a rich set of alumni who would be contributing. So,
Yeah.
how does this collaboration with alumni contribute? Students' experiential learning and professional growth. It is value added with the help of alumni. So, how does this go?
Yeah, it's a you say very obvious question. We actually have been maintaining contact with alumni for a very long time, and especially it started getting fillip because you see, till about 2013-14, that is 2011, we got our MBA accreditation. Till the time we got MBA accreditation, the number of students from outside Mysore, outside Karnataka used to be limited. And once we got NBA accreditation, the number started increasing because NBA is, uh, while AICT is an approval process, NBA is a national level accreditation process. So we could easily market ourselves in other than Karnataka. So what we have seen now is that SDMIMD alumni as a group, our alumni association is named as Prerana, and
Okay.
we have chapters everywhere. We have chapters at Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, Dubai, and one in the western coast of USA also we have a chapter. And they have reached a critical mass where they have moved up the value chain in becoming senior vice presidents, and some of them are CEOs and of large corporations. So one is they are helping us in placements. Second is they are very active in giving summer internship programs for our students, and also any particular industry projects other than summer internships which they if they have, and any issues with their startups, they ask our students to join them and solve the problem. And over a period of as in the last 2 3 years, alumni have conducted more than you can say around 25 to 30 lectures per year and mentorship sessions for the students, new batches. They are very much part of our orientation program. They are very much part of. We also conduct a small orientation program for the second years who return after summer internship. This is to cover the current happenings in the geopolitics, current happenings in climate change, and all the sustainability issues when they rejoin after their summer internships, in which alumni become part. In addition, we started conducting TED Talks in the campus. We are TED members, and we give opportunity for the alumni to speak in TED Talks. And also, in a way, we are giving back to the alumni in giving them conducting management development programs, and we make them we invite them to join the customized management development programs which we conduct for other corporates. There's this institute is invested to conduct only one PGDM program, 100% residential. We do not conduct any other regular academic program. In addition to that, we conduct several management development program both for the industry as well as other institutions. In Mysore, as a pro bono effort, we have become a nodal center for other MBA institute, university MBA institute, where their students come and do their outbound program with our faculty, where our faculty impart them a national and international level management, higher management teaching as a what you call pro bono effort. In addition, for the University of Mysore, which also gets a large number of students on scholarships from third world countries, we invite them for a pro bono management development program that has become very popular. And Mysore University of Mysore also is our partner for awarding PhD. We are a PhD center for University of Mysore. And all this, alumni are involved. Several of our alumni joined this PhD program, and they are also part of it. One of our alumnus has become a professor at IIMB now, and one is the deputy CEO of Anand Rathi, a big firm. And if you go to Infosys and TCS, you will kind of find minimum around 300 to 400 alumni of SDMIMD. And so they keep coming back. All our recruiters are all returning industries with whom we have a relationship for more than 2 decades.
Okay. I'd like some details about the summer internship programs. What
Ah.
kind of programs are there? How does the program cell of the institute help with facilitating and enhancing this particular experience of students?
So, in summer internship, what we have done is that internships have been there for a very long time. We have set a fixed calendar of summer internship from April 1st to May 31st, 2 months summer internship, and that fits the requirement of the industry. Once the students finish the first 3 trimesters in the first year, they go for 2 months summer internship, and then they come back and join. This fits the industry requirement also because April 1st happens to be one day after our Indian industries finish their financial year. So they'll be relatively free in those 2 months. And we seek industry projects beforehand from the month of October, November. And the industries come here and conduct selection interviews for the summer internship, and then they take. So, over a period of time, gradually the number of paid summer internships has increased. It used to be somewhere in the range of around 20%, 15% paid internships. Now it has increased to around 75 to 80% paid internships. And some places, students, they themselves volunteer to go to organizations like Akshaya Patra, where they can learn a lot regarding operations. They would like to go specifically to these microfinance organizations where all round experience of becoming a manager of a microfinance center, interacting with villagers, and all these kind of things happen. Only one thing we made it as a common factor is that all the summer internships need to be approved by our summer internship committee, which is made up of a faculty member as well as a summer internship committee of students. And we do a qualitative check of kind of summer internship. And of course, right now we are at a stage where we receive around 25 to 30% pre-placement offers based on summer internship performance. However, the number of students rejecting the pre-placement offers from the summer internship industries is also higher because the salary levels may not match the companies which come for placements. That is last year, the successful placement of students, that is final placement of students based on PPOs, was just about six or eight students out of around say 40 pre-placement offers we got. This is purely based on the salary levels. That is, students found that the salary levels offered by the pre-placement organization is less than what we can get if we directly go through the placement organization. This is how we are doing. And reporting of this summer internship, we have made it stricter. Academic rigor, again, it goes through a process where external members are also involved as interviewers for the students once they come back and report. And their learning, we to test whether learning is limited to what they were looking for or there is an attitudinal level learning, whatever they could see at the workplace. This is how we are taking summer internship.
We were talking about the placements. You earlier had mentioned a bit about the placements. So,
Uh,
if you can give us the details of the highlights of the recent placement process, what are the
uh,
packages, recruiters, and roles?
Yeah, I'll give you. You see, I can now speak about the completed placement process of 2024-25. And right now, the 25-26 placements is going on. The current status of the placement is that we have already placed about 155 students out of 227 eligible students who are passing out in the first week of April. So 155 is already placed. And in the current next 2 weeks, around 7 organizations are coming. for placements. And the average, that is the median salary of the students who have been already been placed in the current year is 11 lakhs plus. That means there is about a 10% increase from last year. And about the completed placement last year, we could place around 94% of the students. And the highest pay master was the paid 15.5 lakhs. It is a well-known private bank in South India, which is one of the fastest growing. It is one of the large private banks in South India, which is one of the fastest growing. And the average salary last year was about 10.2 lakhs. And the lowest salary was about 7.5 lakhs. And out of the batch of last year, the batch was 230. Around 224 students were eligible, out of which around 5 students opted out of the placements because they wanted to go back and join their family business. So roughly about 219 students was the students who were in the pool to be placed, and we could place around 207 students out of that.
Very
And
great.
by the way, the number of chances given for the students who could not be placed was roughly around 17 attempts
Oh.
to go through the interview. We did mentorship and all that. So I am telling this openly because SDMIMD prides on its transparency. Everything is transparent here, even to the student level. The kind of organizations which come here as a category.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
largest category is banking, financial institutions, and NBFCs and consulting firms. And all consulting firms come here, and microfinance organizations. Most microfinance organizations will make their presence in SDMIMD. All banks, all well-known banks, and private banks especially. And of course, all IT firms come here. And we do have a recent development of manufacturing firms joining the band of this thing. And somehow the number of startups coming here has increased over the last 2 years because Bangalore is seeing a lot of startups coming up. So this is a wide view. And also some large manufacturing organizations like Larsen and Tobro and this Dalmia Cements and all these organizations also, because there has been a flip towards manufacturing in India now, and that is getting reflected. And of course, old traditional SDMIMD recruiters like TTK, Prestige, TVS, and all that, they keep coming.
On a personal note, what is your perspective on the evolving expectations of companies
Uh,
that seek globally competent, results driven management graduates? That's actually a huge burden on the students, but what is your take on this?
See, number one is that the thanks to the pressures of the workplace and especially a sort of quasi enlightenment of the youth after the COVID. That is whether work from home or whether go to the office or something, which is a better place, and balancing their happiness with their workplace pressures and all that. Uh, the tendency of new joinees to companies to change their employment is continuing. However, companies are regarding young executives who stick with them. So, and another thing is that even the youth today, there is a new trend which has started. Don't consider salary as the only metric to evaluate a company. They do a lot of homework. They do a lot of homework, that how is the culture, how is the atmosphere, whether it is a good workplace or not. And all that conversations which take place on LinkedIn with some employees saying that my relationship with the company finishes at the time of leaving the office and it restarts at the next day when I join. It is not that is right now only talk, and we know that you cannot separate work from your life. So this is what is my perspective. And of course, I don't blame a CEO who will reward an employee who is more committed than the rest and is ready to give more attention towards work. And since we interact a lot with our European counterparts, thanks to EFMD, the trend in Europe with all whether private company or institutions is that and after 5 o'clock they don't pick up telephone. Suppose you send a message to them at 5:01 their time on a Friday evening, it will not email, it will not get answered till 9 o'clock local time on Monday. That is not the case in India. Still, in India, you will find that people are enthusiastic enough and they do answer mails at least a line saying that I'll give you detailed answer. I am aware of the problem or something like that. That much courtesy is there. So thanks to that kind of a trend in Europe, the opportunities have reduced and opportunities have increased. And this especially about this kind of attitude gives you a complete picture about what is the coming future. New fields are rising in India, like defense manufacturing, and in addition to that, there will be a major change in the banking sector. The number of jobs are only going to increase. And there will be a huge integration between banking, technology, AI, and even software firms with financial technologies. It's going to increase. I feel that it may even increase as much as 60% from the current, that opportunities in the BFSI. Both NBFC as well and number of investors in capital markets is increasing in India, especially young investors. They're conscious. I'm very confident about the youth of India, and I trust their instincts. They are well aware. Whatever the conversation will take place with our generation, I am having confidence that they may take India to in the right direction. This is my perspective.
Um, what is the advice that you give students? Because when they start off the journey, it is always good to have good advice, from somebody who's seen the academics from such close quarters. He's going on with it and has close contact with the alumni, the industry leaders and all. What is the advice that you would give the aspirants who would join?
One is, you see, my first advice is that don't ever consider any kind of domain-wise specialization is in management, like say marketing, finance, HR, or as distinct lines. The lines are not distinct. And once you go into the workplace, all these fields get merged. You need to pay attention to all the domains. Do not concentrate only on that specialization. Second, the value for generalists who are globally aware, especially about number one, climate change, sustainability. Third is geopolitics, and about the uh, corporate responsibilities, uh, if you are aware, is increasing. That is, the opportunities for generalists is increasing more. I am not ever saying that you should not become a specialist, but when you are, as you are becoming a specialist, ensure that you have current knowledge on all related fields. And we also conduct a special module here at SDMIMD for specifically on responsibility of independent directors. Because I told you that we pay a lot of attention towards ethics, values, and all that. These are going to increase. Like in future, I am not surprised. That means I am not unpleasantly surprised if there will be so-called legitimate businesses doing illegitimate businesses using the loopholes in financial technologies to steal the money and all that. That place also, the youth must be very careful in choosing what kind of career they want, where they want, and all that. That is second one. Third one is that this is regarding the attitudinal change. You see, as much as an employee has got the right to say that I have the right to disassociate from the employer after 5 o'clock, employer has the same right to tell that the employee that I also can disassociate with you. And with the oncoming of AI and other tools, uh, we should not be too overconfident in saying that employers may not grow weary in future, that they may not want to select uh, non-committed employees, and they may rather make their selection processes very stringent, such that they also add an element whether the employee is committed or not committed, in addition to competence. That means attitude will be tested more.
Thank you so much. That's well said. Thank you so much for having us today and answering all those questions. Have a
Thank you,
great
ma'am.
day.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you.